Beneficial Bay asks me on YouTube, if we're in the same class, can I use 2 and 1 if somebody else already uses 1 and 2? My name is Andrei Mincov. I'm the founder of Trademark Factory, and I answer questions like this all the time, so subscribe and get notified whenever the next one goes live. Here's my answer to this question. All right, so first let me try to rephrase it just to make sure I'm answering the right question. So let's say somebody trademarked a brand that has 2 components to it separated by an and, right? So A and B, or 1 and 2. The question is it okay for somebody else to come in on the market and start using a slightly different brand for the exact same products and services, and the only difference is that instead of 1 and 2, their brand is 2 and 1. So not A and B, but B and A. Now, that's what's usually considered confusingly similar, because most people may not necessarily recognize the order in which the two appear, and unless you can prove that that nobody in the right mind would ever confuse the two, it will be a very, very, very hard thing to sell to the judge or the trademarks office. So the standard is not comparison with a view to find the differences, the distinctions. The way they make those decisions is they look at whether somebody who barely remembers the first mark when exposed to the second mark would be likely to think that both products come from the same company, right? So it's in this case, if you've got the exact same components and in between, it's very unlikely that you'd be able to get away with it. The only way to get away with it really is if you got the consent from the other company, and you could make the case that to the trademarks office that they don't mind and the market can actually distinguish between the two. And as you conquer the market with your second mark, so you get a lot of people to know you under that brand while they also know the other company under their brand. So for example, I don't know, Tom and Jerry and Jerry and Tom, right? They do sound differently, so you can make that case, but only if you can convince the trademarks office or the court that the earlier brand owner is okay with that, because if they're not, you're in trouble. Now, and look, if you're just thinking of starting a business and you're just thinking of a new brand and you know that there's somebody out there with that brand and you're just thinking, well, why don't I just change the order, right? Never a good idea to start building one of the foundational assets of your business knowing that it can be taken away from you like this. It's really a bad idea, because, I mean, look, would you go and spend any amount of time and money building a house on a land that you don't own, but not just on the land that you don't own, but building it on on the spot of that land that constantly get washed off by the sea and also has got sand. So it you know it's not stable, right? So whatever investment you make in building that house, on top of that sand that's constantly being washed off by the water, is not a very wise investment, let's put it that way. So similarly with the brand, there's no reason in the world to spend a minute of your life or $1 out of your pocket building a brand that you don't own. Owning the brand is more important than having a great brand, because having a great brand you don't own gives you nothing. Having an okay brand that you own gives you an opportunity to build that okay brand into something that millions of people will know, recognize, and love, and that will eventually become super valuable. It can become 6 figures, 7 figures. It can be worth billions. Think of Nike swoosh. They paid $35 for the design. Now their entire brand portfolio is worth tens of billions of dollars, right? There's nothing inherently amazing about the brand. What made it amazing and super valuable is what they made of it, because they owned it. So that's my answer to this question. Hope you like it. If you did, like this video, post a comment below if you have questions for me, and make sure you subscribe to get notified whenever the next video goes live, and go to trademarkfactory.com to book your call with a strategy advisor if you've got a brand that you want to protect. Because look, it's one thing to ask a question about, well, what about 1 and 3 versus 2 and 1? In real life, these questions are a lot more complicated. There's a lot more to it that goes into checking whether you can use a brand, you can own a brand. And the first thing we're gonna do when you become a client is we're gonna do a comprehensive trademark search to check how likely it is that you'd be able to register your trademark. And if it is, then for one flat fee, you're gonna get the whole thing registered from start to finish with a 100% money back guarantee. And if we find some issues that make your brand not as trademarkable as you'd like, then you can get all your money back. It's a full refund. We don't keep anything for the trademark search that we've done. You get a free opinion why your brand is not trademarkable. But again, we're not a refunds company. We're a company that helps you protect your brand. So if that's what you want, go to trademarkfactory.com and book your call right now. And until then, I will see you in the next video.